Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon. Car insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.
Ever wonder how water goes from its natural source to coming out of our tap crystal clear and safe to drink? Well, let me introduce you to NaWasa! Grenada's National Water and Sewage Authority. They are the water wizards behind it all. Yay! A whopping 95% of all water comes from surface sources. This water might look muddy now, but wait until you see the transformation.
First, they add a non-toxic chemical to the water. This brings particles together, forming clumps in a process called coagulation. Next, a gentle stir helps the particles come together. This is called flocculation. Gravity does its thing and the clumps settle to the bottom. This is sedimentation. Then the water is passed through a bed of sand. This filtration removes up to 95% of bacteria. See the difference? Now our water is clear and nearly bacteria free. Lastly, chlorine is added for disinfection, killing any remaining bacteria and making the water safe to drink.
And that, my friends, is how NaWasa brings pure, refreshing water from their surface sources to our pipes, our washpan, our buckets, whatever you think about.
This advertisement is the first in a series showcasing NaWasa's operations. Stay tuned for more in-depth insights into our services and initiatives.
Welcome to the future of shopping with Real Value IGA mobile app. Now, your favorite supermarket is right in your pocket. Whether you're a student, a busy parent, or in the diaspora shopping for friends and family at home, a Yachty, or a Grenadian, our mobile app has you covered. Shop online with our mobile app from anywhere and enjoy free delivery to St. George and St. David. Or you can pick up your groceries in-store, hassle-free. Convenience, savings, and a seamless experience in Grenada. All right here at your fingertips. Download the Real Value IGA mobile app and start shopping today. Real Value IGA, bringing the supermarket to you.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.
Get value you'll love only at Quartz, with huge savings on select mattresses, mobile phones, and TVs. You'll also love our new arrivals in furniture and appliances. Plus, when you shop, get a chance to win great prizes. So come in, shop today, and pay later with Quartz Ready Finance. Get value you'll love only at Quartz, bringing value home. Offer ends February 24, 2025. See store for details.
Well, wow, whew, that was a rough one. Hello and welcome to everyone tuned into another Mikey Live program. My name is Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean. That is Grenada, Carriacou, Pediatric, and of course, the rest of the world. Welcome. We have a few things to talk to you about on the program. I hope that you're good. To the usual suspects, I'm saying hello to you, and to those of you who are joining us for the first time. Again, you know, we always like to welcome you and appreciate your presence on the business. We have a few things to talk to you about. I hope that you had a good day on the J today. Those of you who are with a job and those of you without, well, I do hope that it was an alright day for you at home. All right. So we're going to be talking about the cocoa industry, resuscitation of the local coconut industry. All right, we'll tell you what's happening with that. Food and beverage concession opportunities at the Maurice Bishop International Airport. We're going to talk about that. Grenada's under-17 football team loses against the Dominican Republic in the CONCACAF qualifiers. Anywho's. House, well, I would say building, to be safe. Caught fire today. Had the people in a frenzy. And, of course, the Fire Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force battling the flames. We'll talk to you about that in a moment. Grenada Tourism Authority welcomes Viking Explorers rally at the True Blue Bay Resort. And I mean, we have a few things to talk to you about. Politically, things are getting warm in Grenada. Very warm. I told you the other night that the leader of His Majesty's opposition, well, the new leader of the party the new leader of the party, the NNP, the new political leader, has said that her party is preparing for a snap election. And of course, you hear a lot of things on the ground, you're seeing a lot of things on the ground, but time will tell. We're taking a break and coming back and let you know the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Quartz Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, Real Value, IGA Supermarket. We've got superb distributors. Also, we've got the good folks at the Beacon Insurance on board with us, and all the other sponsors. We say thank you for being on board. We're taking a break. Coming back, someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credits, compliments, Digicel. That lucky person might just be you.
Get value you'll love only at Quartz, with huge savings on select mattresses, mobile phones, and TVs. You'll also love our new arrivals in furniture and appliances. Plus, when you shop, get a chance to win great prizes. So come in, shop today, and pay later with Quartz Ready Finance. Get value you'll love only at Quartz, bringing value home. Offer ends February 24, 2025. See store for details.
Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon. Car insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.
All right, so folks, again, welcome. Let's get into the stories. So today, just a couple of hours ago, the Royal Police Force, the Royal Grenada Police Force, the Fire Department, working hard to contain a fire that occurred in St. Paul's, that's close to De La Grenade Industries. I know that many people will know that orangish building just by the corner there as you go through, it caught flames. I was trying to understand a little bit more as to, well, how did that happen? What's really going on with that? But the fire department was still working on the preliminary details that they had. So, of course, we are not able to share the facts with you as yet. As they said, this investigation is in its early stage, and so they are not able to say definitively what caused this fire to start. However, they're doing what they need to do to put out that blaze. I mean, it's just crazy in these Google times, in these hard times. You have people losing their property, and so it's really not good. It's really not good. And it was only today I had a conversation with the fire boss himself, Hamilton, of the RGPF, and we were just talking about fire safety and stuff like that. And I think that the people of Grenada needs to take fire prevention seriously. I mean, look how many properties that we are losing through fires. So we have to get our extinguishers. We have to get into the culture of having our little ABC household fire extinguishers, and you could use it in your businesses as well. We need to get into the habit of having smoke detectors as well. Those things are not very expensive, so smoke detectors a must if you take your property serious, and at least 3 fire extinguishers. I would say at least, for wall structures, for those boat houses that are very small, like a 1 or 2, and as the structures get bigger, you add more fire extinguishers, because they can save a little $400, because the typical size, the ABC fire extinguisher will cost you just about $390, $400, or maybe even $350, depends on where you look. You understand? So you get that, I get 2 of that, that could save you. Oh, don't worry, who's paying for that? Well, it's up to you. It's up to you, but they can really prevent fire from getting out of control. All right, so again, the police say that they are investigating the cause of this fire. So, the cocoa industry, they say they're trying to resuscitate I keep saying cocoa. All you going to do, because I don't see cocoa the other day. I go in those stores and I just can't find cocoa. You can't find cocoa balls to make a little cocoa tea. You see the things that we used to take for granted, now you can't find it. You can't find it. You look, you can't find it hardly. You look here, you look there. It takes a good bit of looking before you could get it. The things that we once took for granted. And if we don't take an aggressive approach to replanting what we lost during Hurricane Beryl, then we're making a big mistake. I know that a lot of attention was placed on Carriacou, and I was kind of concerned that legitimately, so we had to, at the time we had to give Carriacou a lot of our attention. But I'm wondering if we paid enough attention, or if we are paying enough attention to the impact of the losses that we've incurred here, and not only from a government perspective, but even from a farmer's perspective. You know, some may say, well, let me just go plant this or let me just go plant that, but the reality is you hold your own in terms of supplying some of these crops, and if you are discouraged, if you are no longer planting them back, and so it leaves a big void. You understand? So the farmers have a serious role to play. A serious role to play, as much as the private sector and government, to create the enabling environment to motivate the farmers sufficiently, so that they can go ahead and plant with the assurance that there will be a market for their produce. And I know that there's the burial support program that is on right now, where these farmers are given like a 4,500, in some instances more, but with no restrictions on how the money can be used. But I dare say to some of the farmers that yes, it may look attractive to you to just go ahead and do other things with the money, but understand what that would do to you as well. You understand? So although, I'm concerned about some of the things that I'm no longer seeing on the market. You know, so going back to the story itself, the Ministry of Agriculture is set to import, they say, over 10,000 coconut germplasm, understand, materials as part of the World Bank funded food security enhancement program to revitalize the local coconut industry. In preparation, farmers have been trained in pest and disease management to improve commercialization and industrialization. Now, this under the aegis of the Ministry Pest Management Unit, in collaboration with the Caribbean Agriculture Research and Development Institution, that's CARDI, and the National Chronic Disease Commission. Right, so they are trying to get things back up where coconut is concerned, because we realize, it started a long time ago, but I think it climaxed maybe 2 years, that's just around COVID, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, where you find a serious reliance and infiltration of coconut on the market. You like everywhere, whether it is in a raw form, coconut water, and added to that you get like a jelly in like a plastic bag, and then you find everybody just start to do that all over the place, which was a good thing. Beryl came and it mashed up a lot of the coconut plants, it mashed up a lot of the trees, and also you have premature harvesting of those coconut and coconut trees too, destroying the thing to a great extent. So they are looking to resuscitate the coconut industry. All right. So not only will the farmers be thinking and talking about the thing, but they're giving you the technical knowledge and the skills to handle, pests and all of that. You understand? The Chief Agricultural Officer, that's Thaddeus Peters, he sees the initiative as an opportunity to restructure the industry to a great extent, recognizing past undertakings such as the coconut factory and coconut oil and stuff like that. And the coconut oil and these things, they revitalize communities, the rural communities, make sure that money comes in there. You understand? So I like that. Blessings. All right. The Grenada Airport Authority, the GAA, in a press release, says that they are inviting proposals for a food and beverage concession on the land side of Maurice Bishop International Airport. Now, the successful applicant will be responsible for developing and outfitting the facility in compliance with local health regulations and securing the necessary food services establishment license. The opportunity, according to the release, is open to Grenadian, Caribbean, and international operators who meet the specified requirements that the GAA is looking for. So all y'all are not just competing against yourself, This invitation is also going out to international and regional entities, Now, for further details or to schedule a site visit, you can contact the Business Development and Corporate Communications Department of the GAA on telephone number 444-4101 or 444-4155. You can also fax it. Darren, fax your dog. 444-4838. You can also email marketing@mbiagrenada.com. The deadline for your submission or your proposal is Friday, 28th February 2025. Yo, fax them. I would like to know how does how does a modern day business operate fax? Or like what you do with faxes and things like, I don't know. That's interesting. Yeah, invest in your thing and then the technology just move. Like CDs. Listen, to me that was the biggest technological shift I've experienced in my life. Like I know a lot of things shifted, a lot of things moved. Other than the CDs, well, AI, artificial intelligence. But CDs revolutionized the music and the data copying and distribution industry, but only lasted a minute. You see, when we moved from the flash drive, and we moved from the vinyls, when we moved from the records, and the cassettes, and we got CDs, the quality, nice. And the amount of songs you could store on a CD. Oh God, listen, that was the best thing since sliced bread. And then it moved from CDs to CDRs. You remember that, people? Come on, let's talk. So the CDs, the compact disc they call them, they moved from CDs where you can put the data on the drive and it becomes a prominent thing, and you can always retrieve that information by playing it through the CD decks, your Discman or whatever you used to call it, Discman or something like that, what they used to call it, right? And then move to CDR where you can write, so you can read the CD, can now read and write. So today you have Barry's Hammond on the CD. You can rewrite information to it and make it now a Lucky Doobie. And it now moved from just analog information and digital now to like data, actual data, raw data, right? So you can put it into your computer and you can pull up the data, whatever it is, like a folder and stuff like that. And hey, boy, to sleep and awake came flash drives. To sleep and awake came external drives. Alright, and just kill CD, the most lethal death in modern history. That while the thing was developing, it's almost like a teenager who dies. While the thing was developing, it was just shot straight in the forehead. Dead. And everything just started from there on. The flash drives and the external hard drives became smaller and smaller and smaller and started to be able to take in more larger capacities, while even being smaller in terms of its physical size. And before you know it, look where we are. You're getting these little TF cards, micro SD cards are now floating up to 1 terabyte. It's crazy, you know. But yep, and that's where we are. All right, so yep, speaking about the shift. All right, so as I saw the fax, I was like, okay, how do modern day businesses use fax machines in its everyday operations? I would like to know. I didn't even know this fax still was a thing. But you can still fax 444-4838. Okay. Unfortunately, Grenada's under-17 footballers lose their second match in the CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers, or they lost. They were beaten by the Dominican Republic 4-0. 2 in the first half, 2 in the second half. Perfect balance. Grenada has another game on the schedule. All right. And it plays Aruba 5 p.m. on Saturday. So, I don't know. We didn't do too well, but that happens. I'll stay away from trouble, eh? I'll stay away from trouble. Drink some water, anybody. But you know, one thing have been bothering me a little bit. Grenada Tourism Authority. I used to bluff of how what's the word I want to use? How visible the GTA. Well, you know, I used to boast on this program, GTA. Listen, rapid fire. Every 2 days a press release. Every 2 days. Something about the GTA. Every 2 days. I ain't not hearing nothing. Now, I don't even know what happened, when it happened, why it happened. Somebody who's listening to me right now, what's going on? I'm not hearing you guys enough. And it breaks my heart because I used to boast too much. You know? For you all to allow somebody to say, eh. You know? So I don't know what's going on. But please, let me do the thing. And speaking of doing the thing, the Grenada Tourism Authority say that they'd like to welcome the 8th edition of the Viking Explorers Rally at the True Blue Bay Resort. The annual welcome and prize-giving event celebrates the remarkable achievements of sailors who have successfully completed the transatlantic journey from the Canary Islands to Grenada. The Viking Explorer Rally, which was established in 2018, is renowned for its emphasis on the camaraderie and adventures over competition. I would like to do it one year, because that would be exciting. Yeah, so it's been a couple days on the sea. Peace! So each year, a selected fleet of up to 25 boats embark on the 2,700 nautical miles voyage, fostering a close-knit community among participants. This year's ceremony was marked by heartfelt speeches and acknowledgements. Oliver Solanus Hendricks, Managing Director of the Viking Explorers, extended a warm welcome to all attendees and introduced key sponsors. All right, Tonya Charles from the Grenada Tourism Authority expressed gratitude to the sailors for choosing Grenada as their destination. All right, so that's good. Yeah, bring some highlights to our beautiful Tri-Island state. Oh, do you hear about this story, boy? I wonder if I read it. This man was caught. We're moving on. Not Grenada, out there. Okay, somebody just sent me something, I think. Right? Out there was caught having sex with a corpse. But it gets worse. Not in the morgue. Following the burial of a 13-year-old child who committed suicide because a family raped her. Imagine that, you know, a 13-year-old girl completed suicide because a family raped her, was buried in the ground, funeral day pass and thing now. This man went through, well, she was in a tomb. Same difference, right? The tomb might even be harder. Went through the headache and the toil of breaking into her tomb, then breaking into her coffin, and having sex with her remains. Family visited the grave and discovered the gruesome act. He was then arrested and is being held by police. Interestingly though, what will be the charge? But I'm saying this to say that how sick can people be? No, not Grenada. I tell all of that, not here. You ask me if it's Grenada. No. It's probably the most disgusting thing I've ever heard or read. You understand? It's out there. I don't want to call it nation, the nationality, because I don't want to, you know, I don't want to talk about the place. But it's not Grenada. I don't want to stay in the place. This is a single act, and no one else should be implicated in this incident except the man who has done it. Tell me about it. Never heard that yet. Anywho's, I'm running out of time. Let me give you all of the business. So yeah, things are really heating up politically. So many things are out there right now. So many things. We have talks about the budget and all of that going on. Well, you guys have seen it. Talks about snap elections. Talks about resignations. It's that time again. This is it, folks. It's about to go down. The weather generally fair and breezy, becoming partly cloudy towards early morning with isolated showers. Tonight's minimum temperature, check it out, 23 degrees Celsius. That's beautiful weather. So you can keep the ACs off for tonight, okay? Keep the fan off, keep the AC off, because you'll be alright. Winds east northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas rough with waves 8 to 12 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. Listen, a marine advisory is in effect. A marine and high surf advisory remains in effect. For Friday, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy and windy, with cloudiness increasing at times, with morning isolated showers becoming fair during the afternoon. Max temperature 30.5 degrees Celsius, minimum again 23 degrees Celsius. So y'all keeping off the fan and the AC for a couple days, into the weekend too, eh? Now, winds east northeasterly to east southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas rough with waves up to 12 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. A marine advisory will be in effect for Friday as well, or for the next few days. All right, so that's it, my friends. We take a quick break, and when we come back, we will have for you the national report. Before we go over, we want to big up a few people on the YouTube, Celine and Suzanne and Hillary and all the other people on there. We say hello to you, Jennifer. I see you there. And also the usual peoples. Blessings, and of course, Valerie, Bermuda, Jacinta, Maureen. Yes, all the same, Nicole. I know Nicole. Michelle, Joseph, Hazeland, Jafar, Lintona. Sylvina, not that I know of. Onika. How are you? Kiran. So everybody else, blessings to you, alright? So we're taking that break. Alright? Hazeland, yes. Not Hazeland. Hazel and Hazeland. Not Hazeland. Ha! That's a tongue twister. Brenda, how are you doing? Alright, so we're taking a break. Coming back with the NR. Stay right there.
Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon. Car insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.
Welcome to the future of shopping with Real Value IGA mobile app. Now, your favorite supermarket is right in your pocket. Whether you're a student, a busy parent, or in the diaspora shopping for friends and family at home, a Yahtzee, or a Grenadian, our mobile app has you covered. Shop online with our mobile app from anywhere and enjoy free delivery to St. George and St. David. Or you can pick up your groceries in-store, hassle-free. Convenience, savings, and a seamless experience in Grenada. All right here at your fingertips. Download the Real Value IGA mobile app and start shopping today. Real Value IGA, bringing the supermarket to you.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.
Get value you'll love only at Quartz, with huge savings on select mattresses, mobile phones, and TVs. You'll also love our new arrivals in furniture and appliances. Plus, when you shop, get a chance to win great prizes. So come in, shop today, and pay later with Quartz Ready Finance. Get value you'll love only at Quartz, bringing value home. Offer ends February 24, 2025. See store for details.
This is the GIS News for Thursday, 13th February 2025. I am Chrisanne Mitchell. In the headlines, Ministry of Youth extends submission deadline for the Youth-led Community Grant Support Program, and the Ministry of Agriculture aims to bolster the local coconut industry. We'll have the details to these stories and more when we return.
So you think it's all about sport? Running can save your life. Say you're at the beach, having a good time, and you feel a strong shaking. Run. See the water withdraw an unusual distance from the shore. Run. Hear a strange roar. Run. If you experience any of these warning signs, run to higher ground.
There may not be enough time for an official tsunami warning. Be tsunami smart. Know the natural warning signs. Are you ready?
Visit weready.org. Brought to you by SEDIMA and the European Union.
Run.
If there's one thing we know for sure, life is an unpredictable journey, full of twists and turns, but no matter where it takes you, the National Insurance Scheme is here, ready to support you every step of the way. Sickness benefits ensures that you can focus on recovery, not financial stress. Maternity allowance and grant provides essential support to start your beautiful journey of parenthood. The unemployment benefits act as a safety net, giving you peace of mind during challenging times. Employment injuries can be daunting, but NIS provides comprehensive coverage, including injury benefit, medical expenses, disablement, and death benefits. At NIS, your well-being is priority. Now you can face challenges confidently, knowing that support is just a claim away. Contact us today to find out more about the range of benefits, or visit our website at www.nisgrenada.org.
Welcome back. The Division of Youth in the Ministry of Youth and Sports has extended the deadline for submission of proposals from youth-led groups and organizations to access a $5,000 community support grant. The new deadline is the 27th February 2025. This is in an effort to give more groups the opportunity to present their projects for consideration for the grant program, which aims to support projects that address the needs of young people, promoting their personal and professional growth and development.
The Ministry of Youth and Sports is pleased to announce that the deadline for the Community Support Grant has been extended to February 27th, 2025. We have received several requests and proposals from youth-led organizations expressing the need for an additional time so they can finalize their projects. Our goal is to ensure that they have the opportunity to strengthen their implementation plan and revisit their proposal so that they can successfully execute when that time reaches.
That was Janella Edwards, Assistant Coordinator of Youth. The Division of Youth encourages youth-led groups and organizations that have not submitted their project proposals as yet to take advantage of the extension.
We encourage all youth-led organizations, if you have not submitted your application as yet, please do so and take full advantage of this additional time.
Proposals to be accepted must align with the 5 pillars set out by the Ministry of Youth and Sports for funding. They are community beautification and accessibility, human development and capacity building, health and wellness promotion, cultural preservation and celebration, and technological integration and innovation. Approved organizations must attend a mandatory project implementation training before the commencement of the project. The grant is available to only community-based youth-led organizations. Grenada's UN Country Implementation Plan for January 2024 to December 2024 was placed under the microscope for review on Thursday to chart the way forward for 2025 and beyond. The review brought together United Nations officials, government representatives, international funding agencies, and local stakeholders from various sectors at the Grenada Trade Center Annex. The 2-year country-specific developmental initiative highlights tailor-made programs for countries. It assesses gaps with sustainable development goals and finds ways to achieve them with heavy emphasis on improving transparency. The 2024 in-country program focused on 3 goals: environmental environmental sustainability, human and social development, and building a competitive economy with supporting climate and disaster-resilient infrastructure. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Economic Development and Planning, Mrs. Marina Jessamy, explained that the benefits under the initiative are significant towards Grenada's thrust to develop and diversify its sectors.
There are agencies, community-based organizations, ministries that receive training and capacity building to implement the projects. And I hope that they speak, I will not call names yet, about the successful implementation and the implementation rate of some of these programs. The system, the plan, we use the plan to help us to strengthen data collection. As the PS for the Central Statistical Office, I can say that working with UN Women for us made a difference in terms of data collection for specific items. And so we want to address marginalization and discrimination issues that are arising in the social sector. It also allows us to support policy review and amendment of legislation where necessary. In other words, we do a range of activities in ministries, sectors, departments as we receive the request. We believe that working with you as our national stakeholders and the development partners within the UN development system, we will be able to enhance the business competitiveness for our women-owned businesses and improve standard of living. We want to see diversification of sectors that will be inclusive, resilient, and that will contribute to a sustainable economy.
She underscored the importance of mobilizing funding for projects. Last year, US $10.1 million in funding was approved for Grenada. However, more needs to be done to fulfill goals and achieve sustainability.
As the proposed actions are in keeping with both the United Nations and the government of Grenada policy to leave no one behind. I repeat, leaving no one behind. It is in this regard that we maintain a cross-cutting approach to projects, a cross-cutting approach to addressing the issues and challenges that we face in various sectors. I must say that in previous meetings, we included Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Because of the specific challenges with Hurricane Beryl, we will give them TLC this year that we want to travel to have their own session with them because they have specific needs following the landing of Hurricane Beryl. And so I want to say to you that as a ministry, we remain committed to support you. Our role as a ministry is like a bridge. We facilitate the relationship between the UN development agencies and all the different ministries and departments, community-based organizations, and other institutions within the state of Grenada.
Head of Office, UN Resident Coordinator's Office, UN Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean Multi-Country Office, Kenroy Roach, said what is important is to review how each vulnerable group benefited in 2024 to make improvements for 2025 so that no one gets left behind. He commended Grenada on its progress thus far in achieving its SDGs.
The review we are undertaking today is a joint exploration of progress to date in delivering on the SDGs. We know that no country is on track to achieve the SDGs. So I hope that as we review our achievements, but also shortcomings, we can identify opportunities and entry points to support Grenada in its quest to accelerate the SDGs. For a region like the Caribbean, achieving the SDGs and the ambition of the recently adopted Antigua and Barbuda Agenda for SIDS, the new 10-year agenda and plan of action, is crucial to building resilience. Even as Grenada turns its attention to post-Hurricane Beryl recovery, we must keep in mind that the ultimate mission is to achieve durable and sustainable resilience. In this connection, the UN stands ready not only to intensify its support for SDG acceleration, but also to assist the government's efforts to revise and submit its nationally determined contributions. We need to keep at the forefront of our minds, and PS Jessime spoke to this, the most vulnerable among us. Women and children in poverty, people living with disabilities, migrants, the elderly. We must reflect on the myriad challenges affecting these populations and commit to better targeting and serving them as we move ahead. And I hope that as we look at the experience of the 2024-2025 CIP, we can really zoom in on the needs of these groups and ensure that as we plan going forward, we leave no one behind.
Fiona Sandy, UN Country Coordinator Officer for Grenada, shared some of the findings from 2024. 48% of Grenada's funding was directed towards building resilience to climate change and 38% towards economic resilience.
Out of the 2024-2025 CIP, it's covering 2024 and 2025, a summary of the areas that have been addressed in that CIP. Firstly, looks at economic resilience. So it's looking at how to make businesses more competitive, sustainable agriculture, renewable energy. Then it's looking at how do we ensure that we put people first and that the most vulnerable among us are supported to be included. And I'm very happy to see that we have a wide cross-section of organizations that focus on persons with disabilities here. Today we have the Autism Foundation, we have Advocacy Grenada, and so on. Thirdly, what does the country need to be better able to reduce the risk of a disaster as well as the impact caused by disasters? And finally, what institutional strengthening initiatives are necessary to ensure we achieve the cohesive, sustained, peaceful, fair, and just society? You can see that most of the budget has been looking at resilience to climate change. 48% of the budget has been looking at resilience to climate change, and then after that, 38% economic resilience. It stands to reason that it's possible, I haven't done the analysis, that is happening because of Beryl. Some of that is happening because of the impact of Beryl and trying to repurpose funds and move quickly to address that.
Continuing the news, World Pediatrics has conducted another successful mission to Grenada with over 50 children seen. This year's team was composed of a diverse group of healthcare professionals, including a general surgeon, nurse, physical therapist, and an orthopedic specialist. Patricia Dean, the program manager for the Caribbean, spoke to GIS about the mission's progress and success, highlighting the positive impact World Pediatric continues to have in the region.
Specifically today, we've got the general orthopedic team with us, and that team comprises a general surgeon, Dr. Gordon. With him, he brings a nurse with him, so she's here with him, and then we have an orthotist and a physical therapist. That complements the team that has come in from the U.S. I am located in Barbados as a program manager for the Caribbean, and I've traveled in for this team. Like I said, we've been here doing this for a couple of years in Grenada, and our mission specifically for this team is to see children who may not necessarily otherwise have the opportunity to be seen for this specialty, which it covers Blount's, any sort of bone deformities. We've seen kids here today from deformities from the toes, also in the hands, and those are the type of specialties that we're looking at today.
Dean remarked that WPP prides themselves on the lasting impact of their work with the aim of seeing patients to full recovery.
We pride ourselves to be an organization that we don't just see a patient and maybe intervene and recommend and then we go away. The general rule of thumb is that we try to get patients in our database and into our system and seen by our specialists before the age of 18. And we try to follow that patient up until 21. Now, if it's a situation where there's special circumstances that we've done surgical intervention and it requires, another couple of years of follow-up, we will do that until we're confident that the patient has been corrected and has received enough care. One of the things that we do, and you'll see some patients here today, they'll come out with braces on. And that sometimes it's not a one-time thing, so they will grow out of those braces. We do follow them to ensure that they are given braces as they grow and continuous care. That way we're here for the long term. We do follow our patients. We want to see success.
Dean shared that some of the most common cases seen during the mission are orthopedic conditions, which when treated early can be corrected.
We do see a lot of bracing going on. We see a lot of correction needed. Actually, I just walked through there and I already saw 2 Blount's patients, and that's what we call the bow legs. We do see that, and that's totally correctable if caught early, which the patients I've seen will benefit from that correction. Other things we see, it's just like what we call heel cord lengthenings needed, toe walkers. You may see kids who walk on their toes. I think that's probably the most common things that we see, but it is a general orthopedic trip, so we do see a little bit of everything. I mean, Dr. Gordon, while he focuses on general orthopedic, already there have been a couple of cases that he's referring to specifically to the upper extremity team, which is another specialized specialty within orthopedics.
Sisters Tia and Tamara Graham are beneficiaries of the World Pediatrics. The sisters spoke with GIS about their personal experiences and how World Pediatrics has made a difference in their lives.
World Pediatrics has helped me tremendously because I was born with leg discrepancy. I went to St. Vincent in October and September to have surgery done with Dr. Eric Gardin, which was successful. I have done a femoral shortening osteotomy surgery to reduce the lengthening in my right leg so that I can walk normal. World Pediatric has definitely made our dream of having surgery become a reality, because it would have been impossible. We never thought that we would have been able to have our surgery done. But we got the opportunity, and thank God to the wonderful doctors.
Since its founding in 2007, World Pediatrics has provided life-changing medical care to over 25,000 children worldwide. Stay with us, we'll have more stories after the break.
Are you thinking about buying a vehicle? Did you find a company on social media? Stop. It may be a scam. Look out for the following red flags. Is the price lower than other dealers? Does it seem too good to be true? Are you sending the monies to the US even though you are ordering the vehicle from Japan? Does the address on the invoice match the address on the payment details? Are conversations limited to WhatsApp text? Is there a sense of urgency placed on you by the seller? You are about to be scammed. Do not take your hard-earned cash or even worse, a loan to send to these scammers. Once the money leaves Grenada's shores, you are not likely to get it back. Consider buying a vehicle already on island from an individual or a car dealer. Beware of these scammers. If in doubt, it's best to stay out. A message from the Financial Intelligence Unit.
Grenada, the ultimate relay showdown is back. Get ready for speed, power, and heart-pounding action as the IMA National Relay Meet takes over the Kirani James National Stadium on Saturday, February 22nd from 3 p.m. The fastest teams, the fiercest competition, and non-stop edge-of-your-seat excitement. Who will dominate the track? Who will claim the glory? Only one way to find out. Be there. Tickets, finish line A, $50. Finish line B, $40. Main stand C, $30. Secondary stand, $20. Bleachers, $15. Children 12 and under pay $15 for the main stand C, secondary stand, and bleachers. Get your tickets now and experience the thrill of champions. The IMA National Relay Meet. Feel the speed. Witness the greatness.
Welcome back. The Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Forestry and Marine Resources is preparing to import a shipment of coconut varieties as part of efforts to resuscitate the local coconut industry. This undertaking is one of the activities of the World Bank-funded Food Security Enhancement Program, with a shipment of over 10,000 germplasm material expected to arrive in Grenada in the next few months. Ahead of this initiative, the ministry's Pest Management Unit partnered with the Caribbean Agriculture Research and Development Institute and the National Chronic Disease Commission to educate farmers on areas such as pest management, zeroing in on the management, identification, and control of pest and disease in coconut production in Grenada to improve on the commercialization and the industrialization of the industry. Reflecting on the coconut industry, Chief Agriculture Officer Thaddeus Peters recognized past undertakings such as the coconut factory and coconut oil, which contributed to the livelihoods of many rural communities. He said the program provides a good opportunity to restructure the industry.
So it contributes to food security, and it contributes to our livelihoods, especially in the rural communities. We know that it's a very versatile crop. It can be interplanted. You can choose your system of planting. It can be interplanted. It can go into pure stand, which from these upcoming projects, we hope to have some more stands that we can say, well, we have a coconut plot. It provides stability to the rural economy and leads to economic growth in the country. So we cannot really ignore it. So we have to continue to strive to have a more organized coconut industry.
The training was led by agronomist Troy Augustine, Senior Agricultural Officer within the Pest Management Unit, who explained the timeliness of the undertaking.
My love for coconuts have not changed. We have a coconut factory that it's not yet commissioned. It's been built. It's in Lasajes by the Grain Up team. And we believe that in the short distance, most of that coconut will be absorbed. Additionally, we have hotels who are purchasing coconuts. We have a very large coconut water market. So when you sell your coconuts for $1, $2, it doesn't really matter to me. That is no longer a plant that you can take and put back in the field. So the idea of germplasm, where you can get seed nuts to expand as we continue forward, is critical, right? We need farmers to establish 1 acre, at least minimum. Dedicate that, intercrop it. If you know you have a wider space, you can intercrop other plants among it, which the Ministry of Agriculture can provide technical support. We want to work on that. So here we are strengthening the capacity of coconut farmers and technical officers with improved and innovative strategies, care and management of pest and disease in coconut plots through farmers' field school training to move the sector forward through commercialization and agro-processing of coconuts.
While Grenada's coconut industry was impacted by the passage of Hurricanes Ivan and Emily, the crop has also been affected by diseases and pest infestation. Senior Agricultural Officer Kinsley Thomas, delivering remarks on behalf of Chief Extension Officer Lawrence Louis, says the new venture provides an opportunity for improved collaboration and restructuring of the industry.
Today's workshop is a testament to our collective commitment to finding solutions. It is an opportunity to share knowledge, learn from experts, and collaborate on strategies to protect and strengthen our coconut industry. By working together, we can develop sustainable pest management practices that will safeguard our crops, support our farmers, and ensure the resilience of the vital sector for generations to come.
Pest Management Officer Francis Noel believes that through this initiative, stakeholders will have improved livelihoods.
We have coconuts. We have a few thousand seeds that are coming from Mexico.
that we are going to be planted out in the country, whether it's for water, whether it's for oil, different uses, okay? So it is our responsibility to ensure that these projects are successful. And one of the ways that we can do that is providing you, the scientists, and the persons who actually be doing the work with the relevant technology and information so that you can do a successful job.
The one-day training sought to share information and technology on the identification, management, and control of coconut pests and disease in Grenada. Grenada is among OECS member states that signed onto and adopted the Basseterre Declaration at the Third Councils of Ministers Energy meeting held earlier this month in St. Kitts and Nevis. This is part of the organization's pact towards a cleaner and economically sustainable future. The Basseterre Declaration establishes the OECS Decade of Action for Sustainable Energy Development 2025 to 2035. Ministers have committed to achieving universal access to affordable, resilient, and reliable clean energy solutions across all member states. Honorable Karine James, Minister for Climate Resilience, Energy and the Environment, says the declaration represents a transformative opportunity for economic reinvention and development. She presented her address to the Council of Ministers virtually.
This is not just a policy ambition, it is an existential imperative. Our economic resilience, social development, and climate adaptation depend on how swiftly and effectively we transform our energy sector. The OECS region stands at a crossroads where the transition to sustainable energy is no longer a distant goal, but a necessary and immediate course of action. Our collective commitment to advancing clean energy solutions must be anchored in innovation, investment, and strategic collaboration. The potential for renewable energy across our member states is immense. Solar, wind, geothermal, and oceanic energy resources remain largely untapped. However, the realization of this potential demands not just political will, but the creation of an enabling environment that fosters technological advancements, robust regulatory frameworks, and sustainable financing mechanisms.
OECS Director General Dr. Didicus Jules says the initiative presents an array of opportunities for the region. The time has come for OECS member states to forge ahead with unwavering determination, turning the global energy transition into a catalyst for growth and development.
By transitioning to sustainable energy, we can redirect millions of dollars currently spent on fuel imports into productive investments that create jobs, build industries, and drive economic growth. 2025 is proven to be a year of great uncertainty and volatility, and I think all of us here follow the news very closely, where all alliances are adopting new stances that may not put us on the global agenda for change. They may not even consider the needs of small island developing states at all. But amid wars, civil and political strife, and a reordering of economic priorities in favor of the interests of powerful elites, 2025 may also be the year that we in the OECS set off on an entirely different course, leading to a truly progressive and equitable future. We are therefore compelled to treat the mission to reinvent our economies through sustainable energy development with, to borrow from Martin Luther King, the fierce urgency of now.
Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Dr. Terence Drew, encouraged members to unlock new opportunities, which augurs well for individual and collective growth.
Regional integration will be pivotal in our energy transition. We must think beyond borders and embrace the potential of shared resources. Collaboration and interconnection projects such as submarine energy cables can unlock new opportunities for cross-border electricity trade benefiting all member states. We must also learn from the successes within our own region. The advancements in geothermal energy seen in Guadeloupe and Martinique offer invaluable lessons that can guide our broader regional strategies. Additionally, We must expand initiatives such as the Eastern Caribbean Solar Challenge to ensure greater solar energy adoption across our nations.
And finally, in the news, Grenadian educator Dion Walker has won the prestigious Cyber Heroine of the Year award in the UK-based Get Safe online competition, an initiative aimed at helping individuals and small businesses stay safe and secure online. The competition, which launched in October 2024, saw participation from 25 countries around the world. Ms. Walker stood out for her exceptional commitment to promoting online security, consistently educating teachers, parents, and students on best practices for cyber safety. Judges praised her engaging virtual and in-person sessions that break down complex cybersecurity concepts, empowering attendees to take proactive steps in safeguarding their digital lives. Her work extends beyond cybersecurity expertise. She also serves as an influential advocate, inspiring women and girls to explore careers in technology. This recognition celebrates her not only as a cybersecurity leader, but also as a role model for underrepresented groups in the field. Earlier this week, Ms. Walker received her award certificate from Victor Clark, the British Commissioner to Grenada, during a brief ceremony at the High Commissioner's office. Mr. Clark commended her dedication, noting that it's inspiring to meet individuals like Dion who are so passionate about their work. He also emphasized the growing threat of cybercrime, which is already affecting Grenadians on a daily basis, underscoring the need for global cooperation to combat the issue. Since its conception in 2018, Get Safe Online has been running online safety awareness programs across 27 countries. That story brings us to the end of the GIS News for today, Thursday, February 13th, 2025. On behalf of the entire news and production team here at the Government Information Service, I am Chris Ann Mitchell saying thank you for viewing.